Okay, good morning, friends. This is our third meeting, and we are into our virtual meeting theater. Today, we'll be discussing the first chapter of your textbook supplementary reader Vistas. It is titled The Third Level by Jack Finney. It is a science fiction discussing the concept of time travel. It also discusses a few psychological concepts like the split personality, escapism, and it also has philately, the stamp collection hobby, as a very interesting point in the story, discussed as a tool to explain the psychological complexities. Let's go to the story. The main line, the story in a nutshell, is that it is a story of Charlie, a 31-year-old clerk from New York, and his wife Louisa. They are spending happy life together, except that there are some pressures, there are some fears, unknown fears, insecurities, doubts, thorns and thistles of everyday life. They are common middle class citizen of New York. But at the same time, all the advancements in science and technology has brought so much insecurity, doubts, and fears in their lives. Charlie always dreams of escaping, going away from this place of danger to some imaginary safe place, some utopia, and for him it is Galesburg in Illinois. Sadly, he could never find a way to reach that place. Until one day, when at the Grand Central Railway Station, students, remember Grand Central Railway Station of New York is the world's largest railway station. It has 2 levels. But Charlie, very curiously, peculiarly, and interestingly, finds an escape route to the 3rd level of this Grand Central Railway Station. Hence the title, The Third Level. He reaches that 3rd level, experiences a completely different, unique world of the past, the yesteryears. He saw the people wearing old-styled, old-fashioned clothes. He saw the people wearing caps. He saw the people using old currency, old money. He even confirmed the date from a newspaper. And then he was very sure that he had at last found the way to escape to his ideal place of refuge, Galesburg, Illinois. As he rushes to the ticket counter, he found that the ticket counter was old-styled and the ticket clerk was there, who was ready to sell a ticket for Galesburg. The only thing is that he didn't have the old currency with him. As he handed over the modern currency to the ticket clerk, the clerk shouts, "Hey, mister, this ain't money." Then there was a great melee. Everybody running after everybody, and everybody was trying to catch Charlie as if he had done or committed some grave crime. In that hustle and bustle, rush and hurry, Charlie loses his consciousness, and when he wakes up, he is at 2nd level and could not find the way down to the 3rd level ever in his life. Of course, he has not left his, search, pursuit for the 3rd level. And he has decided to get the old currency and to get back to the 3rd level and to buy the ticket and to reach Galesburg, at least someday in his life. He even shares his experience with his wife Lisa and with his friend Sam, who happens to be a psychiatrist. And there is the twist in the story. Charlie also has a great hobby. He was a philatelist after his grandfather, who was also a great hobbyist. He had a great collection of stamps, unique and rare, and also had the first day covers. A first day cover is that particular blank envelope which you write to your own address, putting a freshly released first day stamp on it. As the stamp gets the postage certification of delivered on that day or posted on that particular date, which confirms the authenticity of the first day cover. It is a unique possession for any philatelist, and Charlie's grandpa had many. One day, just feeling through his collection of first day covers, Charlie finds one letter in grandpa's envelope written an address to Charlie. And surprise, surprise, it was signed as Sam, his own friend. And in that letter, Sam says, "My dear friend Charlie, keep looking for Galsburg. It is really there, because I have reached there and I am waiting for you to join." What a big surprise. The psychiatrist himself joins the party with his patient. Now there are two possible explanations of this end of the story. Number one, there is no such letter by Sam. It is just an imagination. It is just a fantasy, fiction of Charlie's wishful thinking. Or second, Sam, being a psychiatrist, is trying to lend an helping hand to his friend. And he wants to tell his friend there's nothing wrong in being wishful, being dreamy, and seeking an escape from the reality, from the problems that you cannot handle. The story of Third Level by Jack Finney is a wonderful analysis of psychological complexions, psychological complexities, pressures, and the modern day challenges, and how common people feel left out. Insecurity, fear, doubts, they are the specialities of these modern times, and Charlie represents all the modern men and women to the best extent possible. The third level also refers to the three layers of mind, and as we all know, psychology explains that our mind has three levels. The one is a conscious level, where we do everything as we think, as we feel, as we want to do. Second is the subconscious level or the semi-conscious level, where we pick and choose and remember and forget the things as and when we like. And the third, the vast, the 90% of our mind, in fact I should say 99% of our mind, is the unconscious third level of our mind, which dictates and controls everything that we do knowingly, unknowingly. So Jack Finney, through this third level, is trying to give a slice of our own mind to us, that part of our mind which we never want to show off. Friends, let's have a few important words or terminologies discussed in this chapter. Number one is escapism, that is tendency of running away from reality. Second is the insecurities, doubts and fears of modern day life. And a very important feature of this chapter is the great imagery, the images, the fantastic ideas used by Jack Finney, where he says that the third level of the Grand Central Station is like the growing roots of a huge tree, or a great spread of tree having branches. That's the main feature, striking feature of the story. So we can conclude our discussion today of this third level by only saying that fears and doubts, thorns and thistles are inseparable part, unescapable part of our lives. We must learn to live with them with a happy and positive face and try to get as much out of this life as possible, being happy, being fearless, and be ready to face the life as it comes. I hope at the same time we'll never forget to keep our dreams on. Keep looking for that third level. Keep looking for that Galsberg. Keep looking for that best and ideal place for you, because that is the driving force, that is the strong positive incentive for you to always surge ahead, look forward for a better life. I wish you all a wonderful journey through this third level. Thank you. Have a nice, wonderful life ahead.